Finite time, T-O-R-S-E, Rast and Refocus in 2026. 2026 is not just another year on the calendar. It is a line in the sand. A moment where you decide whether you will keep carrying the weight of yesterday or finally put it down and walk forward lighter, clearer, and stronger. Resetting your life does not mean erasing your past. It means releasing the habits, thoughts, fears, and excuses that no longer belong in your future. Most people stay stuck not because they are incapable, but because they are overloaded. Overloaded with regret. Overloaded with distractions. Overloaded with other people's expectations. A reset begins when you become honest with yourself and admit that something needs to change. You cannot build a new chapter while rereading the old one every day. Resetting starts in the mind. Your thoughts shape your actions, and your actions shape your life. If you constantly tell yourself that you are behind, that you missed your chance, that it is too late, then your brain will look for proof to support those beliefs. But when you decide to reset your thinking, you interrupt that pattern. You begin to question the stories you have been telling yourself for years. 2026 is your opportunity to let go of mental clutter. Stop replaying mistakes that you cannot change. Stop punishing yourself for decisions you made with the knowledge you had at the time. Growth requires forgiveness, especially self-forgiveness. You do not reset by blaming yourself. You reset by learning and moving forward. A true reset also means breaking unhealthy routines. Look at your daily life honestly. What are the habits that drain your energy instead of building it? Endless scrolling, late nights with no purpose, conversations that leave you feeling small instead of inspired. A reset asks you to remove before you add. Remove distractions before you chase discipline. Remove excuses before you demand results. Resetting your environment is just as important as resetting your mindset. Your surroundings influence your behavior more than your motivation ever will. A cluttered space creates a cluttered mind. A toxic environment slowly reshapes your identity. In 2026, choose environments that support who you are becoming, not who you used to be. A reset is not loud. It does not need announcements or validation. Some of the most powerful transformations happen quietly. While others are busy explaining their plans, you are busy clearing your path. Resetting is a personal decision made in silence, proven through action. This year, reset your standards. Stop accepting less than what you know you are capable of giving. Stop lowering your expectations to match your comfort zone. Comfort is often the enemy of growth. When you reset your standards, you change what you tolerate, and when you change what you tolerate, you change your life. Reset your relationship with time. Time is not your enemy, misusing it is. Every day you are given the same 24 hours, but the difference between regret and progress is how you use them. In 2026, stop saying you do not have time. Start saying it is not a priority, and then decide if you are okay with that truth. Resetting does not mean everything will be perfect. It means you will be intentional. It means you will wake up each day with clarity instead of confusion, direction instead of drift, purpose instead of pressure. A reset is the foundation. Without it, restarting and refocusing will never last. As this new year unfolds, ask yourself one powerful question. What do I need to let go of so I can move forward? The answer to that question is the beginning of your reset. After a reset comes a restart. A restart is not about rushing. It is about rebuilding your life with intention, patience, and discipline. Where a reset clears the space, a restart fills it with purpose. Restarting means accepting that you may have to begin again, not from zero, but from experience. Everything you have lived through has taught you something. Every failure has refined you. Every delay has prepared you. When you restart, you are not weak, you are wiser. Many people fear restarting because they think it means they failed. In reality, refusing to restart when something is not working is the real failure. Growth requires humility. It requires the courage to admit that the old way no longer fits the new you. In 2026, restart with clarity. Know what you want and, more importantly, know why you want it. Goals without purpose collapse under pressure. When your reasons are strong, your discipline becomes natural. You stop forcing yourself and start aligning yourself. A restart begins with small, consistent actions. You do not rebuild a life in one dramatic moment. You rebuild it through daily choices, choosing to wake up earlier, choosing to learn instead of distract yourself, choosing progress over perfection. These small decisions compound into massive change over time. Restarting also means redefining success. Success is not speed, it is direction. You are not late. You are exactly where your decisions have brought you. The power you have now is the power to decide differently moving forward. In your restart, focus on systems, not just goals. Goals give you direction, but systems give you consistency. If your goal is health, your system is daily movement and mindful eating. If your goal is growth, your system is reading, learning, and practicing every day. Systems turn motivation into routine. A restart requires patience. There will be days when progress feels invisible, days when you question whether it is working. Those are the days that define you. Anyone can stay committed when results are obvious. Champions stay committed when results are delayed. Restart your relationship with failure. Failure is not a sign to quit. It is feedback. It shows you what needs adjustment, not abandonment. In 2026, stop fearing mistakes and start using them as teachers. Restarting also means choosing discipline over motivation. Motivation comes and goes. Discipline stays. Discipline is the quiet decision to show up even when you do not feel like it, especially when you do not feel like it. As you restart this year, remember that consistency beats intensity. You do not need extreme actions, you need sustainable ones. Do what you can do every day, not what looks impressive once a week. This restart is not about becoming someone else. It is about becoming who you were always meant to be, without the weight of the past holding you back. Through refocusing is the most difficult step because it demands something modern life constantly steals from you, your attention. You can reset your past and restart your habits, but without focus, your energy will be scattered and your progress slow. In 2026, refocus is not optional, it is essential. Focus is the ability to decide what truly matters and give it your full presence. Most people are not tired because they work too hard. They are tired because their attention is divided in too many directions. Notifications, comparisons, noise, opinions, and expectations pull you away from your own path. Refocusing means pulling your mind back from everywhere it does not belong. To refocus, you must first identify what is distracting you. Distractions are not always obvious. Sometimes they look productive: endless planning without action, learning without applying, talking about goals without moving toward them. In 2026, replace busy with intentional. Refocusing also means setting clear priorities. You cannot give everything equal importance. When everything matters, nothing truly does. Decide what deserves your best energy in this season of your life. Not what looks impressive to others, but what actually moves your life forward. A refocused life is built around boundaries. Boundaries protect your time, your energy, and your mental space. Learn to say no without guilt. Every yes to the wrong thing is a no to the right thing. In 2026, stop overcommitting and start honoring your limits. Refocus your mind by training it daily. Just like muscles grow through resistance, focus grows through practice. Start small. Work in silence. Remove unnecessary noise. Give one task your full attention until it is done. This simple discipline will separate you from the distracted majority. Comparison is one of the biggest enemies of focus. When you constantly measure your progress against others, you lose sight of your own journey. In 2026, run your race. Someone else's timeline is not a measure of your worth or potential. Refocusing also means reconnecting with your purpose. When you forget why you started, distractions become louder and excuses become easier. Remind yourself daily why your goals matter. Purpose sharpens focus. Your thoughts need refocusing too. What you repeatedly think about becomes what you act on. If your mind is filled with doubt, fear, and negativity, your actions will reflect that. In 2026, guard your mind carefully. Feed it with intention, learning, and belief. Refocus on progress, not perfection. Perfection paralyzes action. Progress builds momentum. You do not need flawless execution. You need consistent effort. Done is better than perfect. A refocused life is calmer, not rushed. You move with clarity, not chaos. You stop reacting to everything and start responding with intention. When you refocus, you regain control over your direction. In 2026, ask yourself every day, is what I am doing right now aligned with who I want to become? If the answer is no, refocus. That single question can change everything.